Basketball, I got one question for you. What will Wembanyama do? Yeah, you heard the vocals. What will Wembanyama do this year? I don't know. But I do know the expectations are high, as the Rookie of the Year, which we knew he was going to be, is ready to go as he's added more weight with some before and after pictures. He's added a little bit to his game after the Olympics, and he's seen, the top tier talent of the world. And he played on a big stage from not only last year, but even in the summer. So his competitive edge hasn't really calmed down yet. But I will say, with the addition of the veteran, the general, Chris Paul, he will have a successful season. Now, how will this dynamic duo coexist together? Let me go on and break it down for you. So here's a couple things that I want to highlight. So Wembanyama, we know he is unstoppable on defense. Yes, that's right. The first time that we talk about a superstar and we really talk about defense, that is such an important piece. As I wish he wasn't 7'5", because I wish that was something where he was known for as a smaller player so more people can buy into defense. I'm a big fan of defense, but his defensive prowess basically stands with shot blocking, and not even just shot blocking. He has the ability at 7'5" to alter all types of shots around the rim, as you can see. And there's a lot of areas of improvement, but really it's more of just the physicality of the game. And he's put on weight this year, so I think he'll be ready for that, especially after the Olympics and playing against a lot of veteran competition all over the world. Now, tying in Chris Paul. Chris Paul is, again, like I said, a floor general. He adds mentorship, and there's going to be this positive positional synergy between the two. Now, if you were to go back in time, Chris Paul has been known to make anybody bigger than 7 foot successful. Basically a monster. I mean, we've seen him at Lob City. We've seen him in New Orleans throwing lobs. We've seen him just do it all. And, he was hindered by injuries and some different things with the Warriors, as we thought that would be a match made in heaven. But it just didn't work out as planned due to, him being a little older. But I will say this. What he brings to the table is his ability in the pick and roll. Man, with Wembanyama's ability to shoot jump shots, also take the ball off the dribble, I'm not even joking. You might see a Wembanyama and Chris Paul pick and roll where Wembanyama's coming off the pick and roll and hitting Chris Paul on the pop, baby. I love it. But some positives that I want to look at for Wembanyama before we get into any breakdowns or details of those stats. We already see physical growth in his body. We know he has an increased basketball IQ because now he's been in the league and understands more of the NBA game than the Euro game. And, his versatility is definitely going to improve. And I'm sure his defense is going to improve based on now knowing rotational movements and knowing that the NBA runs pretty much the same thing over and over again with a couple tweaks here and there depending on who you're playing against. Now, will he be able to stay healthy based off of him playing so many games in the summer as well? That's more time will tell on that. And when we're looking at the expectations versus the reality of what's going to happen, overall, before we get into any type of debate on anything in the comments, he's just going to be better than he was last year. Let's just put it in that perspective. Now, when we are looking at analytical breakdown, we are looking at Wembanyama basically posting an offensive rating of 110, but his efficiency, his scoring was, it was inconsistent in a way, but nothing crazy to where he didn't have a great impact. But I think his field goal percentage will increase as the volume of assists that Chris Paul provides around the rim makes the game so much easier for him. Do I have a percentage point? No, but you will see an increase. So make sure you come back to this video when you see that improvement. Now, I will say, despite Chris Paul being older, the Spurs ranked 25th in pace during their games, like 98.8 possessions per game. But Wembanyama's ability to run the floor will have a potential to be a little bit faster, as well as that 0.5 system that Pop has in all the time. Now, over the past few seasons, Paul has averaged 3.5 assists to big men, DeAndre Jordans and the Blake Griffins of the world. And so this is going to basically put Wembanyama in a situation where that's 8 points right there. And if he's hitting them on the pop, that could be 12 because the boy is shooting that ball. All right, so now when we look at some other things, we're going to look at projections, okay? Because I'm not going to talk your ear off about how good they're going to be. I just want you to see it. So when I look at the projections of what's possibly going to happen with Wembanyama, I'm thinking last year he averaged, 19 points a game or somewhere around there. And we're looking at roughly 21 to 23 points per game average based on just Chris Paul being there. And rebounds per game, he's for sure averaging double digits. There's no question in my mind about that. Blocks per game, he may definitely be in that 3 range, which is crazy. But, people keep trying to go to the rim. So I don't blame him for contesting everything. And then his true shooting percentage will improve because it's not so much the jump shots he's taking, but it's just the efficiency of him catching it in spots to where all he has to do is catch and dunk. And you got to remember, he doesn't need to be by the rim to step and dunk. He can just jump from pretty much where he's at and reach the rim. It's pretty scary. Basically saying that I would say 5 or 6 of Chris Paul's assists will be from Wembanyama. And so just wanted to give a quick breakdown of what will Wembanyama do. He is a superstar in this league already. And can he take the Spurs to the playoffs with the addition of Chris Paul? We will see. In Basketball U, I appreciate you for coming through as you always do. And this is What Will Wembanyama Do? I will be back with an update when he's killing. All right. Basketball U, remember, someone's always working. Are you?